one night before the tavern keeper shut his door. A wobbly gentleman came in, his footing was unsure. Mustachioed and handsome, and his clothing touched the floor. He was no man at all, he was 3 kobolds in a trench coat. One's on the bottom, strong is he, 2's in the middle, carrying 3, 3's pretending not to be 3 kobolds in a trench coat. Dungeon party set up watch so they would earn some rest. The ranger spotted down the hall an unexpected guest. They donned their gear to fight, and so the stranger did confess, I am no evildoer, nor 3 kobolds in a trench coat. One's on the bottom, strong is he, 2's in the middle, carrying 3, 3's pretending not to be 3 kobolds in a trench coat. Party's wizard fair and sharp and ever filled with pride. Not a single soul on earth or heaven she'd confide, except this tall new friend of which no secret she would hide. Ironically she missed he was 3 kobolds in a trench coat. One's on the bottom, strong is he, 2's in the middle, carrying 3, 3's pretending not to be 3 kobolds in a trench coat. Did later stumble on a complicated trap, a puzzling dilemma that their small minds couldn't wrap. They struggled and they bickered how to cross a massive gap. Luckily they had with them 3 kobolds in a trench coat. One's on the bottom, strong is he, 2's in the middle, carrying 3, 3's pretending not to be 3 kobolds in a trench coat. The depths they made it to the evil demon's lair. The treasure was in sight, although its guard did not fight fair. All hope was lost until the newest member heard their prayer. For such a beast was no match for 3 kobolds in a trench coat. One's on the bottom, strong is he, 2's in the middle, carrying 3, 3's pretending not to be 3 kobolds in a trench coat. 1, 2, 3. 3 kobolds in a trench coat. And if you're wondering how I sing 3-part harmony, when I am just one man without another to be seen, I'm sure the most observant of you already have gleaned that I am not a man, I am 3 kobolds in a trench coat. One's on the bottom, fiddling free, 2's in the middle, keeping the beat. I'm pretending not to be 3 kobolds in a trench coat. We're pretending not to be 3 kobolds in a trench coat.
Good time zones, everyone, and welcome to a week in which I suffer from jet lag without having ever travelled anywhere. Yeah, the clocks have changed. Welcome to Daylight Squirrel Time, in which we all sit here going, how did we... Greetings. Ooh, easy. Welcome in, everybody. I hope that everybody is feeling okay and not too completely fnurbled. Oh, no trips, just the jet lag of the clocks changing. We are back on Wilderness, and for some reason I decided to sit on top of a tower. Welcome in, everybody. We've got a few people who arrived before, and I need to say hello to everybody. So, Frauke, welcome in. Adjusting the clocks, thank you. Blast, welcome in as well. Kelbirdie, Chaos Tween, welcome in. Inari, welcome in. Scurrying in ahead of time. Yep, all the Zoomies. Pre-stream party, yes. And then, yes. Goodness. Yeah, Inari getting in with the pre-stream pun. Did you hear about the horse named Mayo? Mayonnaise. Can I place a bed up here? It's probably a question I shouldn't be asking. Oh, hey, I can. Don't mind me, I'm just sleeping on top of the world. Isn't there a... Part of me says, isn't there a advancement for that? Let's get back on top of the... Whee! All the silliness. Then the bots came in. Welcome into the bots. And the scurrying began, which is always a good thing. We're at 61 as well. Jerry May, welcome in as well. And thank you for the hydrate and the stretch. I'll hydrate. Drink and popcorn. So let's get that stretch in as well. Everyone remember. Oh, yeah. Take care of yourselves. Remember, med check, drink, stretch, food, whatever you need to do to look after yourselves. It is important to take care of yourselves. Thank you very much, Jerry May. Miakula, welcome in as well. Hello. Yes, the clocks did change, Jerry May. Just to really mess with my head. I'm not even convinced I know that it's Monday, let alone what time it is. Raven, welcome in. Shadow, welcome in as well. Getting those backwards. TGM, good to see you. Lotus, welcome in. Did you hear how the second part of that test went? I know you did well with the first part. The second part was an essay, if I remember rightly, which I'm assuming wouldn't have been marked on the day. Hopefully it went well. Yeah. Yes, Sci-Fi, welcome in. Do I use replay for those videos on the starting screen? They were recorded with replay. I believe now I am slowly learning how to use flashback, but that is currently not 26.1 compatible. I think. No, it's not. Which will lead to conversations in a minute or two when I catch up. Glam Pixie has returned. Welcoming Glam. Good to see you. And hey, you're still at 87 times. Wondering. No. Jerry May got as an easy run, so what we'll probably do is consider that a warm-up. Shadow Sky on a 295 stream streak, my word, and straight into blanket jail. Oopsie. It's your stream, you can sit where you want to. Sit where you want to, sit where you want to. It's your stream and you can... No. Did a thing... Ooh. Need to have a look over that in a minute. Sitting on top of the bird tower, channeling your inner bird, and chaos. Yep, related to Chaos Twin. Blast Jordan on a 490 stream streak, my word. And as someone who doesn't practice daylight savings times but hangs out with people who practice it, the indirect jet lag is real. Anyway, leg it straight into a blanket jail. Oopsie. 7 catches, 8 escapes. You're still ahead. You're still ahead. Nordic Wolf, welcome in and thank you for the lurk. Can't tell you that one. You'd have to find out tomorrow. Inari's pun tags. Sin Lily, welcome in. Good to see you. Let's see. Nap time, Cosmos. Yep. You passed. Oh, congratulations, Lotus. Fantastic to hear. Did I say hello to Nordic Wolf? Hello, Nordic Wolf. If I said that twice, what a shame. See, I can't even remember what I've said 2 seconds ago. That's the way it goes, isn't it? Now for Blast's pun tax, do you know why daylight savings jokes are never received well? Because they're poorly timed. Oh. Ouch. Flashback is a newer, more modern way of recording streams. It's streams, recording things in Minecraft. It's kind of taken over from Replay Mod. A lot of people still use replay mod. A lot of people use flashback. It's very much a horses for courses kind of thing. Take your pick, choose your own adventure. One of those 3 words makes sense. But yes, flashback is becoming more powerful. It's kind of like how a lot of people have moved over to Axiom for their world editing. Because Axiom has so many more powerful tools. Right, straight into Decked Out. Whee! Can I manage to get down there without a splat? Oh, so nearly. Yes, I meant to see what that was. Ooh, darts tournament. 2nd place in mixed triples. And 3rd place in a 4-person team. Dang. Nicely done there, Lotus. Hey, Midna. Welcome in. Haven't tried Axiom. Looks nice when you've seen it used in videos. Grumbles at lack of splat. Don't worry, Kel. Don't worry. There will probably be the alternative. The run away from Ravagers. I'm going to bring both keys. Because I kind of feel like... Whoop, chicken tonight. No. Doing an easy run is... Capsicid? Never heard of that one. We have a Pokemon in chat for those who might be interested in it. First place in mixed trips from 2023. Now you have 1, 2, and 3. Hey! Doing well there. Try and catch it anyway. Here we are. Weeklies are catch less than 500 kilograms. Miss anything. Nearly everything is a weekly this week. Thank you to the Frauke Information Service for being amazing. Right. We are doing an easy run first. I'm going to treat that as a warm-up. Let's turn off the music. Plaques are 3 different sizes, so big, medium, and small. Since an easy run is preset, apparently, who needs a PokeWiki when we have a Frauke? I mean, yes. Have fun, don't die. I mean, I'm trying. Did not set spawn. Thank you, Cal. I knew I'd missed something. Okay. Right. Decked out box. Nothing else in my inventory. Set to easy. 66 levels to disappear the moment we go in. Yes, thank you for asking. It was good that you asked. Right. Easy gives us a level 1 compass.
Regeneration.
I'm going to be funky. I'm going to turn on shaders, which will probably crash the game. Don't.
Intelligence.
Maybe I shouldn't have. Right, we're going in with Pretty's mode. Welcome to Pretty's Decked Out. Oh, hold on. Hostile mobs are at 100%. That's good. Even though you feel you don't have the brain cell. I mean, if you don't have it, I'm not sure I know where it is. Alright. This is an easy run, so it is just into this level. So let's see if we can pick up some easy, easy treasure. Sure, it ran away after you bashed your head against those cliffs. They were looking good, I think, Kel. Oh, regeneration is definitely useful. Oop, there's our first set of intel. Oh, the Ravagers are way over there. The Ravagers. Oh, and intel coming right out of the floor in front of us. So being an easy run, this is not going to be high on the scoring, so we kind of have to make up for it with stuff that we get out of the floor. Oh! Okay. Apparently there's a Ravager right in front of us. I'm not sure that Ravager has right of way. I'm fairly sure I don't have right of way beyond that Ravager, however. So. All the bits. Yay. Nice. Oh, look, there's a key. If only we were going to level 2. Oh, hey. More intel. I thought I tore a Ravager. I did tore a Ravager. Right in front of us. Yep. Oh.
Data seeker.
I keep getting bits and intel appearing in front of me. Or behind me. There's a Ravager over there. It's a wascally Ravager. Fortunately, it's on the wrong side of the wall. Right. Let's see if we can work out where this is taking us. Right in front of the Ravager. You know?
Evasion.
I think we're on the wrong side of the wall. And I've just set off a shrieker. That's alright, it got blocked. Thank you, Cal. I hate trying to find these when I've forgotten where they all are. It's definitely on the other side of this wall. What was that noise? Surely there should be a Ravager around here somewhere. Oh! Hello! There's a Ravager and it's following me. Or it's not. Was that the one that was in the canteen? Because if it was, that would be useful. Nope, that was not the one in the canteen. Do I still have a Fnebbles in the game? I'm fairly sure I do, seeing as how I'm fairly sure I've been given the the keys for one recently. How stuck are you? Because I think I need to go in there. Hey, Fag! Welcome to Wavager Rush. In which I stare at a Ravager and try and figure out how to distract it. Hi. Follow me. I would have preferred if you'd followed me a bit further than that. Look. Come on. Hi. Yeah. I know you're a very glowy... You are costing me a lot here, mate. Come on. You know... I'm going to have to cause you to... Now I've got a heartbeat, and it's all your fault. Will Scott's escape? Find out next time. No, I'd like to find out this time. Hey, Ritsu. Problem is, I am escaping. The real problem is, the Ravager is not following me. Actually, I wonder if it's downstairs. I haven't been downstairs for a while. I'm hearing so many things go ping. That feels like a good sign. Hey, Mr. Roo. Ritsu got caught by the Merry White House bot. Oh, dear. Hold on. Yeah. I'm wondering if we're heading in here. How you doing, Mr. Roo? Here we see a wild squirrel lost in the fnurbles of a labyrinth. Will fnurbles eat Scotsman's face? I hope not. I don't think it is in here.
Data seeker.
I'm not sure where the Ravager is down here, though. Found him! Whoop, 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 whoop. Hi! I was wondering where you were. Jetlagged but live. Right there! Right there! Yeah, I know. Okay, so the compass isn't pointing around here. Speak of a key child, and they shall appear. I'm not sure that one's a key child. I'm not even sure that one's named. Blanket jail is roomy. It is a very big roomy jail. How am I today after the clocks have changed? Jet lagged. Do I try to grab these ones in the middle? Yep. Never touched me. Oh, that was definitely silly. I should not have done that, but it was funny. So many things going ping. I mean, it's an easy run. I've got to do something to be silly.
Evasion.
I don't have that one. It's a new one. It's a brand new one. I don't think I've got a skull before. Now all I have to do is get out. That's a... That was a lot of things going ping. Be wary, wary, quiet.
Tread lightly.
Yeah, I got tread lightly. Ravager. Wavager. One Wavager, one Wavager. One over there, two. Wavager is gonna try and chew on you. It needs to get the squirrel for its lunch. So one Ravager, one run, one. That's a very fast heartbeat. I don't think I've heard a heartbeat like that for weeks. Oh, and we have a duong in chat. For those who might want to try and catch it. I usually spend so much time sneaking that I don't get a heartbeat like this. It's disturbing. Yes, I'm Luke Gremlining.
Sneak.
Because at the moment, I've only got 26 intel and 19 bits. So it kind of feels like it would be worth trying to, you know, Luke Gremlin. How is there a Ravager on that side of that wall? Scots? Luke Gremlining? Never. Always. If a squirrel doesn't Luke Gremlin, where does it find the things to bury? Luke Goblin, silly Luke Goblin. I am wondering why I saw a Ravager there.
Pirate's booty.
Yeah, no. Still not going after the pirate's booty. Ah. That is a problem. That is actually a problem. Because that Ravager is still following me. Oh well. Time to de-arse the area. Let me out! Ha ha! Never touched me! Right as I landed. That was perfect. Clip it, clip it. That Ravager did not want to give up. That Ravager was definitely in having the urge to chew on squirrel. $45. Wow, that was a 3 intel artifact. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna turn that into... I'm gonna turn that into scrolls. Right. However, we can get some intelligence. Which will make a change. Hi, dying. I'm Blast Jordan. Uh-huh. I was wondering where that Ravager was. And then it decided to show me. Hold on. Ah, I can't get another one. Oh well. I feel like death is the only option here. Whoop. Whoop. I got my skull. Decked out for death. Well, we're starting to get our intelligence. Right. I saw a hydrate and stretch there. Heil hydrate. Ninjet, welcome in, Squirrelkin. Rapidly waving Ravagers. It was the weaving between the Ravagers that was the difficult one. And it stretches. Well, there's my 5 intelligence. Woohoo! Yep. There's my 3 promotion scrolls. Woohoo! This game would be a lot less costly if I could store my XP before going in. It would. I just lost 66 levels. Oh well. I was trying for 69 just to make it a silly number to die by. Right, hold on. This one. Whip. Yep. The Wavager chewed on 66 levels of XP. You haven't done a decked out run in a while. You have 85 levels at the moment. Crikey. I was... Yes. Something like that for okay. Dang it, time zone synced up finally. Yes, Elkhorn, the time zones have returned to where they were. Or something like that. One more to 86, then you can 86 all the levels. Yep. So, since that was officially an easy run, honest gov, there were elements of yakety sax at the end there. Oh dear. Only if it's only ever mahi mahi that is 80. Okay. What say we do a deadly run to balance that? Which elements? You have missed a run, Elkhorn, but it was officially easy. Unofficially, we still had to actually be chased around by Ravagers. But since it was officially an easy, I'm thinking continue the attempt at Luna's challenge. Because Luna has still said the challenge is get down to level 4 and back. And if we do get down to level 4 and back, we get a baby Ravager somewhere in the universe. Granted, we then have to find it, which will be hilarious, because that will mean I get chased around by a Ravager until I can find it. Or after I find it, even. Woohoo! Right, let's drop off my 3 promotion scrolls. and my 5 intelligence. And I'm going to replace that with a skull. Because it looks funnier. You find it and then get chased home. That'll probably be the thing. Hey, Bellfire, welcome in. No, that's my actual chest. That's my... So I've got Deeper Weighted Cube and Scarlet and a few other things. Why is it that I'm keeping all the things with faces so that they're all looking at me? It's like, why am I being stared at by all the artifacts? Artifact staring competition. Go! My weekend was good. I did a little bit of prep work. I did, as noted in Discord, update the Madness World to 26.1, which was a fiasco. Because it was supposed to be nice and simple. You know, update it. Except it required the mods. Nice and simple. That's not bad. They just they updated fairly quickly. They have changed the requirement for Java. Java goes from 21 to 25 as a minimum requirement. Okay, update Java. To update Java, I had to update the control scripts for the server. To update the control scripts for the server, I had to update Pterodactyl. To update Pterodactyl, I had to update the actual operating system. By the time I got that far deep in all of the requirements for the upgrade, I thought, why am I doing this? Oh, and of course I had to double check that doing so wouldn't cause all of the age-locked animals in my world to suddenly upgrade. Upgrade? Age. The domino effect. Yes. So, one of the things we will need to... Woohoo! Game is ready. One of the things we will need to do...
Beware the depths.
Other than Beware the Depths, is go through with a... I have a Flintstones computer, Pterodactyl running it. Pterodactyl is a server hosting application. It allows you to set up Minecraft servers, control them, start them, stop them, update them, back them up automatically, that sort of thing. It's incredibly powerful. It's also incredibly... yes. Well, we had an easy run, so let's counter it with a deep run. Hunter, welcome in, and thank you for that 30th month of subscription. Goodness. And as you reach 30 months, let's go and throw ourselves at the Ravagers and the Wardens. Oh, it's a level 3 compass. Oh no, we don't have to go to level 4. Really?
Regeneration.
And Hunter has managed to escape for the 11th time on their 295th streak. My word.
Intelligence.
Right. Where's all the Ravagers? Yeah, I think they're going to be a problem. Hey, Canadian Dragon, welcome in. Ravagers and Wardens and Bears, oh my! Apparently we're not going down to level 4 here. Which is a bit of a shame. Oh. That has just punted us out right next to where we were chased by a Ravager 2 a minute ago. This is literally the worst place for us to be starting. I better go to level 4 or else. I mean, we'll see how it goes, Blast. But the compass says level 3. But I could always go to level 3 and then down to level 4, grab the artifact on the way back up. But first we've got to get out of level 1. Yeah. Well, that was unfair. Have a good meeting, Raven. Apparently that's not as bad as last week where the door slammed in my face. But still. Hi. Which one are you? Luna's infected. Decked right out of the dungeon. Apparently with it... Shush you. Apparently with this, this pack on, it's kind of hard to read the names of the Ravagers. Key? Key would be nice. Can you give me a key? Nope, just intel and bits. No key? Ah, I was hoping that was a key. Correctly, I'll edit out the compass and force it to be level 4.
Seeker.
I mean, one wafer thin key. You have a texture pack to try out on a decked outrun. Ooh. And we have a Pokemon in chat, for those who might be interested, in a Bibarel. Thank you for joining the scurry there, Dragon. Catch or miss, it's a weekly either way. It's a weekly either way, it's a weekly either way. If you catch it, you can catch it. If you miss it anyway. No!
Luton Scoot.
There's Ravagers all over the place. Nope! Definitely, I got my key. Nope! Ahem. And so it gives me another key just to show me off. Oh. Hey, True Purple. MS Paint texture pack you found. Interesting. So, the good news is... I have another key. The really good news is I have regeneration that will trigger every so often. So, that was not the worst thing to happen. The worst thing to happen is the fact that the Ravager is still stood there. I have another key. I have 4 keys. I need this Ravager to wander off, please. Instant death would have been worse. Exactly. There we are. There's regeneration.
Luton Scoot.
Excellent. Perfectly timed. No. Right, let's head for level 2. That was probably the silliest thing imaginable, but hey, it worked. Dunga 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 dunga. Yes. Oh look, I now have 5 keys and a heartbeat.
Tread lightly.
I wish I had, thank you. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Tell me this door's open. This door's open. Thanks, Meg. What is it? One way or another, The Ravagers are gonna chew on squirrel, 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 one way or another. They're really hungry for squirrel today. Oh, we get there as bits. Oh well. Right. This is turning into an interesting run. I wouldn't recommend this as a good run.
Security authorization accepted.
Thank you. Where's Luna's key, child? Is it still downstairs? Or is it about to attempt to chew on squirrel? There should be a berry bushes around the corner, apparently. Next room down. I found Luna's key, child.
Gold mine.
That's nice. That'll help me find a key. Problem. Luna's key, child, is right next to the doorway. So, we need to find a key and then move key, child. Oh, thank Fnurbles. Some berries. Well, would you look at that? I got a key. I got a key. I got a heckin' key.
Tread lightly.
I found a key, but it's a child, not a drop. Yep. Well, I've got the key that I need. Now all I need to do is move key child. Let's head for level 3. I'm not in the mood to try and fnurble on level 2. Key child. Hi, key child. I see you over there. Hello. Would you mind not playing Bouncy Ravager right over the... Look. Whoopsie. Whoop, whoop,
Data
whoop.
seeker.
Come on. Here, key child. Here, key child. Thank you. That'll get you out of my way. Scots is delighted to find a child they didn't need to play support for. Wow! But accurate. Yakety was on cooldown. Dang it! Okay. This is not going to be a high-scoring run.
Evasion.
Thank you for the evasion. I am...
Security authorization accepted.
Let's go and play with the wardens. Now we try and work out where the artifact is on this level. I mean, it would be lovely if it was nice and easy to get. You know, right about here. I'm fairly sure there is one right about here. Really? It's not right about here. Oh, it's the one that's down there. Fnurbles. Survival is the only score you keep on the deadly runs. Bits are for easy games. Yep. Part of me is wondering if we're going to get a key for level 4. Oh, look. Now, we don't have to go to level 4.
Evasion.
Are we going to get a key for level 4? Game says yes. Shall we go and see what level 4 is, despite the fact that I don't know how to get out of there, rather than attempting to actually get the artifact? Shall we make this an exploration run? Yes. Let's see if we can find the artifact. I mean, in the moment... Uh-oh. Well, that could be a problem. He's right where we need to go. Uh-oh. Well, there's your problem. Yep. Uh-oh. I found the second warden. Uh-oh. Let's head for level 4. Oh, you're kidding me! Oh! No, well, I mean, both wardens found me, but it wasn't a warden that killed me. I landed on a wall. I landed on a fnurbling piece of decoration at the entrance to level 4. Dag fnurblet. Yep. I think cause of death, greebling. So, what did we learn today? We learned how to get to level 4. I don't think I could have actually gotten the artifact on level 3 because the wardens were in all of the wrong places. Just another brick in the wall. No, I'm just another squirrel in the wall, and my plan hit a wall. Hey, Kay, welcome in. If nothing else, that was a very useful run. That's the first time I have managed to open the doorway to level 4. I now know how to get down. I just do not know how to get down alive. Oh, fnurbles. Well, at least... Details. Exactly. I now know how to get to level 4. In too many pieces. Thank you for the large emote there, Blast as well. I got down there. It is a start, exactly. How are you doing, Kay? Welcome in. Yeah, so that wasn't even that bad by way of running time. Time has come to accept we're not going to get there in one piece, or if we do, it'll be in one big flat piece. Now, I think we've there is a chance. There is a chance. At least I hope there's a chance, because I really want to actually find out what level 4 looks like. So, yes. We do it on Pancake Tuesday. That's a year away, Frauke. That's a year away. Third time lucky, another run. No, I think that run was balancing out the easy run. So that was why that one was a deadly run. Or a deep run, rather. Deadly would have been one level less. And I think I'd said that before. If it comes up easy, we will consider a ridiculously hard run just to balance it. Because easy... Well, yeah, nice easy run, and still nearly managed to actually end up bouncing off the Ravagers. Oh, look after yourself, Blast, and thank you for joining us. It's been an evilish... What is that emote? Oh, it's been a mad day. Okay. Look after yourself, Blast. Sleep well. We will see how the experiment wants to play. And we have a Pokemon in chat. It is a Finisian. What did we learn from the level 4 run? Next time, stick the landing and not on a wall. Exactly, Mr. Roo. Exactly. Math Girl, welcome in. So, at least I now know that I have to be more careful in how I jump into level 4. So that was an oops. And that was going to be an oops that I was going to make on an I am, after all, Scotsman, not Humpty Dumpty. True. That was going to be a difficult... that was going to be something I would make as a mistake anyway. And, of course, I can't sleep without this. What happened to the thief that stole a bunch of watches from a watchmaker? He's now doing time. Dear. So yeah, I'm glad that we found that that is a mistake I can make as a result of an exploration run. I'd already said this is an exploration run. I was hoping to get the artifacts and make our way back up, but attempting level 4 was oh, hello. If I've been stood here for long enough to go AFK, where am I? Where's my deck? Where's my cards? Surely that must be coming back by now. I know I booped the button. Speaking of thieves, did you hear... Oh, there's my box. Yay. Speaking of thieves, did you hear about the Kit Kat heist? Resetting. Is this an actual thing? And not a pun? Really? Somebody's been stealing Kit Kats. I mean, I know that there was a bit in the news that all the shops are starting to put chocolate behind plastic barriers because people are stealing it to order, basically. 12 tons of Kit Kat bars stolen in a chocolatey heist in Europe. Good lord! There's an official statement from Nestle to not buy Kit Kats from unknown sources. Good lord. That's, that really does sound like the beginnings of a pun. 413,000 units. Okay, I know I said that there was a bit in the news about people stealing chocolate to order. I didn't realise 20 tons was what they were moving up to nowadays. That's, that is a very ambitious cat burglar. Oh, dear. That's a very ambitious burglar, full stop. Fair, but also listening to anything Nestle says and agreeing makes you feel dirty. Hey, Landstrad, welcome in. Oh, and a hydrate. Everyone, hydrate. Vicious cat burger. Oh. I'll hydrate. Time for the popcorn to go with the drink. Crunchy bones. Hope there isn't a sudden heat wave. I mean, that would be interesting. Apparently that's one of the reasons why chocolate in America tastes differently, because it's made specifically to cope with the wide variety of different temperatures, and the part of the taste is from a stabilizer. And it's like, what? Couldn't they find a better tasting stabilizer? Oh, it's supposed to heat up soon in the UK. Thank Fnubbles for that. It's been bitterly... we had hailstorms over the weekend. I went out for some shopping, and I had to dodge a hailstorm. Luckily, we don't get a wide range of temperatures in the UK. Looks at Finland and Greece, and yeah, it's true. Temperature's an excuse. They did make it did it to make a longer shelf life for the military, and then oh, okay, well, apparently I heard the wrong one. Mistake 1 is going out. Mistake 2 is shopping. Yes, my wallet was agreed with that. It'll be easy to find the thieves with 12 tons of melted chocolate. You'd say that. You'd say that. But it is coming up on Easter. A time when a large number of people just want a large amount of chocolate. I bought an Easter egg for myself over the weekend. Well, they melt it down into untraceable bars. That's what they do with copper. I think I might be able to eat 12 tons of chocolate. Yes, but I'll put on 13 tons of weight. If I do that. Counterfeit bunnies. Oh dear. Did you know that to reduce costs, the eggs now only have half the filling, the rest is air? Good lord. I mean, I bought myself an Easter egg at the weekend from Hotel Chocolate. Yes. Copper, bad quality. Did you know? Yeah, Nazir or something. Didn't think it was that old. Did you see the IKEA flat pack egg? Oh, and there's the... We've finished waiting for Decked Out to finish thinking about itself. Oh, actually, while we are here... As we leave this place... let's buy ourselves some keys on the way out. I found an offer, so I used it and got a discount. Besides, I only treat myself to one Easter egg a year. I might as well buy an expensive one. Shush. I'm leaving. Boing, 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 boing. Ooh. I meant to have a look. What is the countdown clock at the moment? Yellow. I've already got a yellow. Why not? Let's get it. Boop, 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 boop. Ding. Yellow. Meh. Oh well. Hey, Black Lad. Got given some speckled egg cookies from Marks and Spencer's. Ooh. Cookies. Nice. How you doing, Blacklad? When you were at uni, flatmate's mum worked for Thornton's. She arrived after Easter with a 5-foot high chocolate wrap. 5 foot! Dang. Right. That's that done. Wasn't there an ender chest here? Oh yeah, there it is. Right, let's put that into there, and might as well put that in there as well. Okay. We have done our daily, well, weekly decked out runs. Let's go and see if we can do some building now. Okay. It is just mud. If you like a lot of chocolate from Thornton's, that's a lot of it. Whee. If it's 5 foot tall, I doubt it's going to be solid somehow. But then again, just try. Now just imagining 12 squirrels in a trench coat trying to sell not cats on the corner. Oi, would you like to buy some knockoff Oh. There was a YouTube short that was trying to show off British humour that I saw the other day at the weekend, and it was a woman coming through customs from coming in from Europe, and it's like the bloke at customs and immigration is going, "Now, welcome, madam. You do know that there are rules about dairy coming into this country. You're not allowed to bring in dairy with you, and you're coming in from Amsterdam, so just need to check what's in your bag." Opens the bag, pulls out a tub of, I can't believe it's not butter. And she's like, "Oh no, I'm sorry. I know it's..." And the customs bloke is like, "No, don't worry. It's not dairy. You're fine. We've seen this before. You're going to get away with it. It's not going to get you into trouble." Carries on looking in her bag, pulls out a suspicious-looking bag of white powder with the words, "I can't believe it's not cocaine," written on it. And the woman's like, "Look, it's not what you think. It's not mine, officer. I was asked to..." And the bloke was like, "No, you're fine. It's not cocaine. Let's carry on. Bye." Only British humour would try and get away with that one. Alright, to the north. 12 squirrels in a trench coat. Whee! Yay, absurdist humour, exactly. But the comment about squirrels selling not Kit Kats on a street corner made me think of that, because it kind of sort of felt like it was the similar sort of train of thought. Oh dear. How I never asked, because we kind of went straight into decked out. How was everybody else's weekends? While I'm running through the nether. Running through the nether. We're flying. Lazy. Lazy is good. A nice break for the weekend. I mean, in the UK, we've got a 4-day weekend coming up. Oh, let's turn the map back on so we can see what we're doing. Alright. So, we are back here in the Cliffs of Insanity. And as you can see, I've started having a think. Yes, I know. It's a dangerous thing. I've been having a think. I want to try and actually work out what to do with this area of the building, which would be nice. Another thing that I did during the week was I moved this entire room 1 block to the right. Because of this fnurbling piece of redstone. It was sticking out into the room. Now, the really, really annoying bit is this redstone keeps triggering the 2 shelves that should be here and makes more noise than the dispenser. And I can't put trapdoors there either. So we might still have an open. So this room, that redstone is what triggers this dispenser to dispense the output of the bamboo farm into the auto crafting system. It's kind of important, and it took us 3 attempts to get it the right way round so that it all worked. I can't put this dispenser so that it's at the end of this, because we need the items to be on this side of the water flow. Fell in lava on a mining expedition on Saturday night, lost a full inventory of resources plus 4 bundles. Oh no! Was that on Dragonfell? Sorry, that is a dropper. Yes. We have a Pokemon in chat for those who might be interested in it. So I need to figure that one out. What I am thinking of doing is... Let's get... did that have chests in it? Yes, it... 2 of them. That's not enough. Can dispense through solid blocks. Could move it further away. I'll have a think about that one, Feg. That might actually be a sensible. No. Give me my redstone. So, one thing I have been... Only 100 left. Frauke, you mad fool. Not as bad as losing a load of items. Had trouble moving on Hahi. Got attacked and killed by skeletons. Oh no! Blackclad, no! Actually, I'm going to go the other way. So one thing I am plotting out is I watched a Doc M77 video, which is usually a bad thing. And you had to reseat your keyboard. I'm not sure, not surprised. And having watched a Doc M77 video, I might have encountered a design for a super smelter that I rather like. Well, a compact smelter. It's not a huge one. It's just 16 shulkers. 16 shulkers. 16... hold on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16... no. Furnaces. That's the word I'm failing to find. So... yes. Thank you, Dragon. So a 16 furnace design. But it's a really rather nice design. Because it splits what you put into it, into these furnaces, in a really nice way. And the way it does it doesn't run on Kit Kats, no. It uses a copper golem and trapped chests to fill it. No, that's the wrong thing. Dagfnoblet. Give me that trap chest back. So this is me setting this up to double check that I know how to build it. At some point, I will be building probably a building similar to this, I'm going to guess. But I'm going to stick all sorts of chimneys and greebling onto it so that we can actually make it look good. There's the 8 of those I wanted. Let's grab the chiseled copper. So this golem could be fireballs. Yeah. Now all I want to do is call it Fireballs XL5. I need a hefty shoehorn. Yep. A copper golem opening chest locks the hopper. Yes. That's exactly the one, Elkhorn. I saw it on Doc M77's video and I loved it. So I want to try it. And it's also really, really simple. Which is pretty good because I'm building it. Therefore, it kind of needs to be. I need redstone and an observer. Right, let's see. I need to put this here for a minute, just so that I can put the observer here. And because it puts... Is this simple according... the fact that I've built it this quickly suggests that it's pretty simple overall. Actually, I might need to bring that forward by 1 block. Because I need to do some things in front of it. Single coupled. I think you can do a double, but yes. Let's just use stone bricks for the next bit. Nobody orders the double. Fine, I'll order the triple then. Yeah, that's why I moved that forward, because those are going to be difficult otherwise. Still delivering fuel by rail. Yep, I'm about to put those in. Actually, I need another couple of disposable blocks. And stone is convenient. Right. Haven't seen Doc's video, trying to figure out if you can... Right. Rail here, rail here. In theory, rails don't go there. I will show why in a minute. But what I do need is to put in stone here, and a hopper, and a hopper. Right. And... oh, I forgot to put the corners in. There. And... let's these go in here. Right. So, a chest here for my fuel input. And I need a bucket. I got the wrong way. Partially I'm doing this because I'm in need of a better furnace array. And partially I'm doing this so that I've got it on the server so that I can actually look at it and work out how big of an area I want for when I actually build all of this. Right. That goes there. Right. I now need 3 redstone blocks. I can get away with 2 and a hop and a lever, but actually I could just do the 2 in a lever. But for the moment, let's just do that. Right, now I need some wool. Because we need something for our intrepid golem to walk on. So, what happens is, as the copper golem places items into exactly Elkhorn, as the copper golem places items into the chest. So, this is the empty state. As you put an item into this chest, copper golem puts in 16, and now you can't open that chest. So the copper golem is like, oh, well, I can't place anything into there. I'll place it into here. And now this chest is locked. And it goes long, and it keeps doing that until it's distributed 16 items into every chest. And then when it hits this last chest here, it pulls down this observer, which triggers this redstone, resets everything, and of course it's 1 ticked, so it immediately throws it back up again. And all of the systems reset. And because it's distributing 16 items, because copper golem, each chest has 16 items, but it's filtering into 2 hoppers and 2 furnaces, so you get 8 items in each furnace, which is 1 piece of fuel. And so it's a perfect 8 items into each furnace across the whole lot. It's really, really neat. So I need a hopper minecart. There we are. Actually, if I put a lever at the end, I can actually turn off this minecart. But for the moment, we'll just let it run. Oh. Interesting. I was not aware of that. Minecarts can intersect with a block on the corner. Today I learned. Go on. And so it slows down whilst getting a load of fuel loaded in. No fuel loss due to small amounts left over. Exactly, Kay. It really, really is neat like that. Right, I can now put in some blocks to keep our copper column from roaming. Wow, I managed to fall off the block of redstone. Oh well, there we are. And I think I need to place that there. And then... Right, I'm going to do this the cheaty way. I'm not gonna make my copper golem in situ. I'm just going to place it. Since I've got several. No, that's not my... There we are. Something copper golems. Do I have any wax up here? Because otherwise he's already dead. Why do I not have any wax upstairs? Oh well, let's go down to the bee farm. And we have an Absol in chat for those... Nope, that's the wrong type of bee farm output. It is... catch and or miss. So it's light, or you want to miss it. Take your pick. Frauke Information Service being absolutely fantastic. Thank you, Frauke. Why did I only bring one chest? Let's make this a double. Right. And fill this. There. And I'm going to put a block here. And a couple of blocks here. And temporarily, I'm going to place you there. I'm not going to set you going yet. I want to put in some fuel. But yeah, basically that's it. That's the entire farm. Farm? That's the entire furnace array. That should keep us going with fuel for a while. This is reset, isn't it? Yep. Okay. And... oh, I know what we can do. Right, let's put away that. Let's put these into here for the moment. Hoppers go back in here. Bucket goes back in there. Let's chop down this tree. So 8 times 16. Yeah. If I remember rightly, this is basically 2 stacks of items can go in and be cooked before it does a full reset. It's getting dark, isn't it? Yep, sun's getting low. Let's quickly chop down this tree. Grab all the saplings and sticks and logs, and then take a quick nap. And while we're taking a nap, Heil Hydrate! And to go with the hydrate, a stretch. Oh, oh God. Oh, yeah. Thank you for that, Fig. Right. By my reckoning, that's it. We got fuel in Snap, Crackle, and Scots, exactly. So the only thing... Did I? Yes, I did. The only thing we'll have left to do is set off our copper golem. And... Excuse me, I'm trying to wax you. He's hiding. Thank you. So, if I were to put, say, 64 spruce logs in here, he's going to take them out 16 at a time. Place them into the first chest. Ooh, why is that one locked? That shouldn't be locked. So he's going to work his way along, putting items into the chest and causing them to be cooked. And it's, in every case, it should be... Oh, hold on. So that's got 7 in it. I think he's out of things to do, but yeah. It is basically distributing it 8 into each furnace. And that's the whole thing. So if I grab another stack of logs, because hey, charcoal's never going to be a bad thing to have in stock. It's better than letting him get too cold, too aged, and get stuck. Right. So he should now grab those, and he'll place them into the last of these 4 chests. So there he goes. Puts it in. Locks it. Grabs another one. Puts it in. Locks it. And each time it means that you're only getting 16 items put into each trap chest. And gets to the last chest. Puts it in. And resets it all. And everything comes out the front here. I thought, when I saw this on the .chem77 video, wasn't last week's, it was the week before. That's a fantastic use of a copper golem. Now, I'm probably going to end up putting in this in and have glass or something here so that it's easier to see the golem. But this feels like a really nice way of having a golem-powered furnace array. And if you wanted, you could probably make it so that you've got 2 rows and have one on each side if you wanted to have more furnaces. But it just felt like such a really, really nice design. And Doc didn't... didn't go into a huge amount of depth beyond that, but yeah. Chest can open under an extended piston, but not under a regular piston. It's not the extended piston, so when the trap chest causes the piston to trigger, it's pulling this block in, and it's the block over the chest that's locking it. The piston is apparently a transparent block to chests. You can still open a chest under a piston. But it's the fact that the sticky piston is pulling this block back over the top of it that's locking it. Hey, Nookie. And if you really want to stop him from constantly checking in this chest, you just put a block over the top of it. But since I'm not going to be hanging around, I don't care. But yeah, I thought that was such a really, really nice design that I wanted to use it. Now, I can't remember the name of the person that was working with Doc on this, but honestly, go back to the Doc M77 video from 2 weeks ago, and you'll get to see all of this design explained in a heck of a lot more. No, that's the wrong one. Brilliant. I've now distributed spruce logs into all of the furnaces. I'm Squirrel for Fnabble, watch me fnabble. I've fnabbled, fnabbled, fnabbled. Somewhere, something has some of those. Something still has some of those logs. There it is, 63, 64. There we are. Right. Something broke because I put the materials that I wanted to furnace into the fuel chest. There we are. Right, that's better. So, yeah. So, here we are. And as it opens it, it's pulling this block in. And it's these blocks that lock the chest. So each time one of these blocks gets pulled back, like that, it locks the chest. Which is why he's moving on to the next one. And again. Opens it. Locks it. It's such a nice, compact design. And it's... I don't think... I mean, you could use... Similar to the way that we've got the minecart running around at the bottom, you could use a minecart to distribute all the items so that they were distributed across all of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Yeah, 6 tall elk. Just one cute little golem. So he's on this side of all of it, and the redstone to stop it is on the other side. You might see this appearing in your attic on Dragonfell. But why use mechanization when you can use child labour? Ahem. I dub thee Hopper Col... Oh! Cal. Right, I'm gonna take this opportunity to reinvest the output of that into it. Copper hopper. Yeah. This will probably not be the final location that I leave this in. But I wanted to have this here so that A, I can use it. Rufflecopter. Oh dear. Actually. Come on, dude. I'm gonna unwax you. I know it's evil. There you go. There. Right. Because that's not the final location, I'm just going to let him age out. But that, by the time he's aged out, it'll probably be time to place it. But, yeah. As I say, I am not claiming any ownership of this design. This design is entirely from the group that worked with Doc M77 on this. He acknowledges who it was. I honestly cannot remember, but if you go back and watch his video from 2 weeks ago, you will be able to see his description, his accreditation, him giving the credit to the people who actually deserve it. And honestly, they really do, because that's a fantastic design. Psycraft M? I don't... honestly, I don't know. I can't remember the name, so I'm not even going to attempt to guess whether or not it was. I know I can't remember the name, and therefore... Is there any advantage to putting multiple golems up there? I don't think so. They would probably move it, but you might find that they try and put things into a chest while it's opened by another one. And given that a furnace probably doesn't actually burn through the stuff being smelted in the time that it takes for it to place it all, I think it's perfectly fine not to. Oh, and we have a Pokemon in chat. I love the fact that I've built that from memory as well. I don't have a video up, otherwise I would actually be looking at it. That has been built from memory. It's simple enough to build from memory. Multiple modules rather than multiple golems. Yeah, I think that would definitely be the case, Feg. I could see myself saying, if you had this and you had another one right next to it, you could have two hoppers going into this, and you could have stuff being fed into it, but then you would only be loading these slowly. So honestly, you're better off just going through and loading it yourself manually at high speed. Right, with that done, let's take a load of the bamboo and continue running this up a bit. Actually, I'm going to climb out. Ooh, hold on. Can I get to the... No, I can't. Oh, I can get to this one. That's fine. Right. There we are. Let's get away from the noise. So, you asked earlier what the... so that is outputting the bamboo onto this side of this water flow. That's going into all of the crafters. And because it's not being picked up fast enough, I've also got a full loop of the water flow. So it goes through again. I'm using the bamboo up on the surface as a way of preloading this because it needs quite a lot of output into it before it actually starts moving on to the next module. And so it's still making all of these rather than any of these or any of the other items along this wall. Which is a bit of a shame, but hey, I don't absolutely need a ton of chests and barrels and so forth today. Right, enough redstone. Let's do some decorative building. Hey, Fnables. Right. Careful of greebling. It's already claimed my life once today. Yeah. That's the problem with greebling. It's highly dangerous. So, I'm looking at trying to build out this area. Part of the reason for this is because I want to know where I can put a light sensor to trigger this thing, so that this can actually run automatically. Because at the moment, I am not triggering I'm triggering this by hand. But that means I need a clear view up to the surface. Oh look, it's right in the middle of my main hall. If I can work out where everything is on the outside, I could, for example, have it down here. Hey, Kel's got the button press emote. Hey, nicely done, Kel. No, that's not my copper. That's my copper. No. This is the other reason for why I've got the this is the other reason why I wanted a furnace array, because that's a large amount of copper that I need to actually turn into. Actually, I should probably get that going. Actually, before we do, let's get a few more stacks of charcoal into that thing. 2, 4, 6, 8. That'll do. If I can get enough charcoal into this for it to actually be used, then I can throw in all of that copper. I mean, I'll have to fortune it first, but I'd like to actually turn this into decent... gonna have a big smelting need to figure out the fuel situation. Yeah. I have pondered whether or not I need to look at something other than charcoal, but for the moment I've got decent supplies of logs because I've been harvesting quite a lot of the spruce, and you can get a stack out of a tree regularly, but it kind of is a good fuel source at the moment. I mean, if I can get I can get a stack of logs out of this tree, almost guaranteed. Unfortunately not. Because bamboo logs have half the furnace. Real good fuel source is bamboo slabs. Interesting. So if I were to have a bamboo farm hooked up to the fuel source of this through several autocrafters, it would be an option. Burn at the same rate as wooden slabs, cheap, plus bamboo grows quickly. I might ponder that at another point. I can't get them to burn as fuel. Yeah, I just got a full stack of logs out of one tree. Grow a dozen trees, get a dozen stacks of logs. You're doing, you're near going to be hurting for wood. 1.2111. Interesting. Very interesting. That's not what I meant to take out. That is. Hey, Mad. Welcome in. So, one thing I want... one thing I need to do is not place my scaffolding in the wrong place. Actually, I can climb this. Actually, no, I can't. Oh well. Wow. Leveled that up.
Alright. I'll tell you the truth.
Have a good look, Feg. Thank you for joining us. Wiki says both mosaic and normal bamboo slabs are fuels. Weird. So my intention here is to try and get a window out of this sort of design. I'm thinking of using this bit of it, not this bit. Because otherwise that would be a 3-wide window in an area that big. And a 3-wide window, that would just be wasting space. At least with this, if I use the deep slate section, I've got a 5.5 block window. Actually, it's 6. I can't count.
Remember all the happy times we had?
So, let us get this up. The other thing is, by using the darker materials here, it gives us a nice solid center to this building.
I'll tell you the truth.
Which is what I'm hoping for. Boy, is this expensive. One thing I had to do, as opposed to it being a creamy center, that would be if I was trying to make a cream egg elkhorn. Hey Urban, welcome in. One thing I did have to do was go to the Nether and try and find a Nether fortress that I could borrow large amounts of Nether brick from. And even then, I didn't bring much back. But I went outside of the central area. So, one of the rules on the server is you're not supposed to mine out areas of the Nether within the area of the world that is declared as the world border in the overworld. Anything outside of that, you can mine. So, I went outside and found myself a Nether fortress, and immediately started stealing large amounts of Nether brick from it. I mean, I could, now that I've got this, start cooking up. There we are. Using this, but I'd rather not. Okay. Let's temporarily put those in there. And grab, let's see, 1, 2, let's grab 3. Let's see what we can get out of this. And swap to my fortune pick. Squirrel! I know, I'm building! No, I'm not! I'm furnacing. How much copper do you get out of a single stack of copper copper ore? At least one. I'd say I get at least one. I'm pretty sure I've gotten one stack of copper out of it, at least. The fact that I've just thrown 8 stacks of charcoal into the furnace array. Yeah. How many was that? Nope, that's the fuel. 8 stacks of copper. That's useful. This is at least one. It is. And we have a Relor in chat for those who want their Pokemon. Wait, 1 kilo. Yeah. Catch and or miss. At least this is easier to catch than the dark type of last week, which I never saw. I think I managed to catch 1 dark type last week. I never saw another one. You got one as well. Goodness. Hey, Tatsu. Welcome in. How did we do out of that? Ooh, looks like we got 9 stacks this time. Fun fact, your birthday is tomorrow. Well, happy level up day for tomorrow, Tatsu, if we don't see you tomorrow. Too many Pokemon, not enough time. Yep. Glam is back. Hashtag freed Glam. Hey, Teach. Welcome in. Right. Happy next day birthday. Exactly. This should keep me going with copper for a while. Hopefully. There's a reason why I had an entire shulker of copper ore. Can't think why, given the amount of copper that I've been putting into these builds. That's the non... And I'll put another half stack in. There we are. Hey, Henry. Eating East Coast custard. Ooh. So yeah, that's happily distributing these. So he is... So if that's on 5, and he's about to fill... So in answer to the other question from Elkhorn, I think it was Elkhorn, a couple of people of, is there any reason to put in more? This has still got 4 more blocks of raw copper. 4 more blocks. 3. Okay. He's about to refill that first chest. So this is actually net positive on the number of items in it compared to the furnace time. So overall, he's going to be working faster than the furnaces. So 1 copper golem is enough. Oh yeah, that's the reason for the locking, Elkhorn. Because he can't put into this chest, because it's locked, he's moving into the later furnaces. So every furnace is used. So this one's at the end. The locking is the bit that forces him to distribute through all of them. Yeah. The locking is on the trap chest, which goes into the hopper, which goes into the furnaces. So each trap chest is feeding 2 furnaces. So each time he places in 16 items into one of these, he's filling each pair of furnaces with 8 items. Crikey, that's cooked fast. So effectively it is the hopper inventory, but it's the hopper inventory for the furnaces. Oh, I want my... No, this stuff. Tough. Let me get my tough back. 16 items will jam out of the chest. Locking mechanism reading the furnace. No, the locking mechanism is reading the chest. That's why it's trap chests. It's the opening of the chest that triggers the lock. So because it's trapped chests, it's the opening of the chests that causes the piston to close when he closes the chest. So it's not the items that are actually triggering the locking, it's the chest interaction. When it hits this last chest. So when he gets... I think we've got enough items here for him to actually do it. So this last chest doesn't have a locking function, it has a force unlock. Yeah, it's just a sequence. It really is, Raven. So here, he's just done this second to last chest, and now he's going to come along and open the last chest. And when he closes it, it resets everything. It just triggers the sequence every time. So if he runs out of items midway through, then it'll just load the next one the next time you load items. Right. I really wish I could claim that it was my design, because it's so simply brilliant that it is just amazing. No, I would never have thought of it either. It is purely the group that Doc M77 works with that come up with this sort of... It's so simple that it doesn't need huge amounts of redstone for filtering. It doesn't need large amounts of materials to build it. I mean, I've built it with copper because I was looking to see what it would look like with that sort of style. I think this row in front of the copper golem I don't like in copper. I would probably build that in glass next time. But everything else is just so neat. Right. Come on, Scots. Focus. So I need walls. going to swap this to tough. And what's the footprint? Let's have a quick look. So it's 6 tall, 1, allowing for that redstone block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wide, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 long. 6 by 6 by 12. 6 wide, 6 tall, 12 long. The redstone block is powering the powered rails, and because it's right next to the powered rails, it's not interacting with the hoppers. There's one on each side to give the minecart what it needs to make it run. I could have gotten away with not using that and putting a lever underneath and make it 1 block shorter, if I wanted to. Actually, no, I couldn't, because it would interact with the hoppers underneath. Oh, hold on. Is that taken into account in that 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tall. Sorry. I missed the hoppers at the bottom. It's 7 tall. Look after yourself, Mad. Right, I'm going to leave a block here. From an auto smelter that is small and you can... I mean, yeah, you expand it by building more of them. It's not one that you... Ooh, okay. That's a terrible placement for blocks. It's not one that you can expand by putting in others and extending it that way. Because the limited... Exactly. And also because... I mean, that's pretty much at the limit of what the copper golem can touch. I think he'd be allowed a couple more chests, but that's about it. Right, hold on. What? 1, 2, 3 from the top. One, 2, 3 from the top. So it's... Let's try that again. Because a copper golem can only only look in 10 chests, if I remember rightly. And ideally, you want to be putting in stacks of 16 into his input chest. 3, 4. So you don't want to be putting stuff into his chest without locking it. I suppose I've got a half slab already. Yeah, I have. Oh, let's use that. So, 1, 2, 3. Look at me, I'm actually attempting to do some building. I mean, it's already working with 16 furnaces, Blacklad. Because each trap chest is filtering into 2 furnaces. That's why there's 2 rows of hoppers. There's 8 furnaces on each side. And it's splitting the output, or the input of the trap chest, which gets 16 items, into... Oh, you mean 16 long. Right. No clue on that one. I just dropped myself off a wall. Whoopsie. Yeah, I think dark materials would be right for this. So, what have we got over here? Yeah, I kind of like that. So, 4 and 3. 4 and 3. Excellent. Has to be the furthest away from the... Possibly. And we have a Pokemon in chat. Set up so the reset is always the last. Yeah. The problem is you can't. Twitchball blocked you. I mean, you could daisy chain them. So that the output of... Or at the very end of this, you had another chest that he was placing into. But... Oh, it's finished. This was getting through about 2/3 of what it was placed into, what was placed into it by the time he got to the last one. So this is also time limited by how long he can fill it before it actually would be wasting furnace time. So I kind of think it's about as long as you can do with a single input hopper, or single input chest and a single golem. And more golems might not be the best solution. Ooh, that's nice. So if we put blocks behind that, we can put in an area where the glass would go. Or we could go with... someone please explain daylight savings to your cat. It's a fnurbly decision made by some fnurbly things that makes no sense to any of us. Off by 1 error. Of course there is. Meow. Meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. Stacking them side by side is the best way. I think so, Blacklad. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow! Felix Catus doesn't care. Exactly. Also, apparently I've used unwaxed blocks, so my furnace is starting to age. I think putting a row of blocks here and having the glass behind it would probably be the best. So that's probably a full stack of materials. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 28. Where am I? Okay. 28 Blackstone? Yeah. Oh, look. Sings the can-can and meows. Look after yourself, Urban. Great, my brain is now going meow 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 meow. Cal, that's your fault. You did that deliberately. You knew full well my brain would not cope with ignoring that. Meow 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 meow. Yeah, bat cat. Right, that gets us back section. If Ailstorm can release songs for dogs, Scotsman can release songs for cats. I guess. What should we... 3, 6, 7. Yeah, let's go with 7. Do, do, do. Is that the Batcat one, Raven? Brought to you by the Scotsman Pets and Mayhem album. Dear. We're back on... Wait, how many different albums am I supposed to be releasing now? And the answer is not just yes. Apparently the answer is just yes. Have I heard the 4 Dogs songs? Not that I remember. Right, let's see. I'm gonna go with... Let's see. If I do 3 here, I can do 2 like this. And Elkhorn has decided that the meow meow can can is a thing that needed to exist as a clip. Thank you, Elkhorn. See, I absolutely 120% blame that on Kel. And I know Kel is absolutely not going to complain. Yeah, let's go for 3. What are the odds I'm going to run out of glass at just the wrong moment here? Oh, apparently not good, because I have achieved the top without the aid of other materials. Actually, I feel like these 2 blocks should not be glass. They should probably be black? Black. Black feels good. Are we at 200 already? God. I mean, we've done so many things today. We've done 2 decked out runs, a load of golem stone, and we've started the back wall of this build, for which I can't get to the top of. So it's surprisingly more effective as a stream than we have done in a while recently. Lots of squirreling. Missed a bit. I like it, but I I think those 2 up there should be panes rather than blocks. Oh, they already are. Okay. Fine. I'm tempted to bring in a row of copper bars up the middle. Just to give it that little bit more of a... No, I always go to the wrong chest. Of a steampunk feel. Problem is, it's a half slab up the top there. Oops. I might need to put that on either side as well. And also change that top block to a stair. I know I'm running a little bit long, but I want to try and get this to a state where I'm not running my brain any further. Yeah, if I change that top block to a stair, that'll line up with those better, so let's grab that stair. Don't have one. Fine. That's a bed, not a stone cutter, Scots. Ah! Definitely. Right, let's take out that middle block. You and replace you with that so that you line up with that. And if I do this. Oh, that's a nice... Yep, that gives it a nice extra bit of detail. Oh, I like that. I think that is the feel I want for that window. I'm so tempted to put a middle bar across through the window so it lines up with that, and just have a straight bar straight through the middle, but I don't think it needs it. I think it looks pretty good as is. +1 on the middle bar. I know what would. At least try it. Can't hurt to try it. We've got tough brick walls. And actually, let's make it polished tough. I've got an idea. Welcome back, Nookie. So it would be this row. I'm not going to make it solid blocks all the way through. If I do this... Oh, and we got a hydrate there. And then these. That might work better. Okay, that works. I'll hydrate. Yeah, it needed that. Thank you for the convince there. And we have a Pokemon to catch and or miss. Yeah, it needed it. And it works better because of the of the blocks that match with the panes better. Oh, and a stretch to go with it. Thank you, Raven. Right. I think we need to see all of this in Pretty's mode. I'm gonna get on the roof. Oh yeah, the cracks are definitely there. Right. Ooh. Later than you thought. Yeah, I know that feeling, Cyber. That is nice. I need to work out what I'm doing at the bottom, and it's gonna need to be taller to go with the roof, because I'm thinking flat roof across the top. But now that I've also gotten both sides of the door in place, I will probably do exactly the same at this end of this area as well. And also, what I might do is take the top section and put it over this doorway, so that we've got multiple sections coming through, so that it keeps this place open. Oop, tree. But I do like the way that that looks. That is going to be a rather nice centerpiece on that building. Look after yourself, Raven. Meanwhile, over here, got a lovely piece of copper. As a copper golem farm. As I say, this is not my design. Do go and watch Doc M77's video. It is entirely something that he and others worked on. Look for stuff, things, and ghost hunting. Ooh. Look after yourself, Nookie. Thank you for joining us. I need to do some more detailing on the interior of that window. But, on that note, we have reached the wrapping up point. And I would like to say thank you to everyone for joining me this evening. I have had great fun. It's been quite a lot this evening. We've done a couple of decked out runs. We've found our way down to level 4, even if we exploded the moment that we reached it. Oops. um, yeah, I wouldn't recommend getting to level 4 that way. Apparently I need to work out better how to do that. And we got quite a lot of nice building and so forth done. I've got many options. Exploding Scotsman hype. Wow. That sounds so wrong, Elkhorn. That sounds entirely wrong. Just no. Oh, goodness. It has been a while since we've done that. Right. We've got quite a few options. The brand new season of Dragonfell started at the weekend. There are lots of fantastic and lovely people who are playing it. And I'm going to send chat over to go and see Mama Melissa, who is currently running straight past a deep ocean, an ocean monument. So I'm not quite sure what their plans are, but obviously some fun. I will be back again tomorrow at my usual time, 2.5 hours previously to now, where we will be back on the Madness World, which has gained the Tiny Terrors update. Kiwi, welcome in. Thank you for joining us at the end there. I hope you have a good evening. And Ancients, welcome in as well. Thank you. Tiny Takeover. Whichever 26.1 is. The latest release of Minecraft. And since we also have to go over to the Frozen Archive to get a fox for... Who was it we're getting the fox for? For Little Red. We'll also be having to... Tiny Takeover. Thank you. We'll be going over to the Frozen Archive and making sure that all of our existing little terrors are staying that way. So, that'll be some interesting bits for tomorrow. Either way, I hope everyone has a good time zone. Tiny Terror is so much better. Probably. I hope everyone has a good time zone. I hope everyone has a fantastic evening. Take care of yourselves. You are all absolutely amazing. It's been lovely having you here. Good night.